Hey, welcome to my channel. We're going to do a DIY sticker decal video today. I'm going to go over some of the tips and tricks and some of the equipment that I use to make the stickers and just kind of go over some of the ins and outs, and I'll try to get to as many like little things that I think you're going to need to know in the shortest amount of time. I don't want to make this video too long because a lot of, software is different, a lot of machines are different, but I'm going to try to give you what I can consider the basics for how to make a sticker. So in the program right here, I use the US Cutter. It's the US Cutter MK871 MK2 machine is what I use, and the software that comes with it is SureCutSlot. And I use the SureCutSlot Pro 3 version. There's a bunch of, I think there's one other newer version than I have that I'll get sooner or later, and then there's versions underneath that too that you can upgrade from if you get an older machine. So the software will still always be the same. So is what you do basically is you go up here in this box, and all the software is going to be the same as far as like the buttons. It may be different as far as where it's all at, but you just find where you want to trace an image and you click trace. And the reason why I didn't show that part is because it pops up a file with a lot of different images in it, and I don't know which images are going to cause a copyright infringement or something, so I just kind of skipped that part. But what I did is I picked my logo, and as soon as you do and you click trace, it'll you just browse right here and then find the image you want and click on it, and it'll bring it into here. And as soon as it's ready and it's all traced out here on the screen, it'll tell you to go just say okay to it. And as soon as you do, it'll bring it over here to the screen. We'll get rid of this part because I don't need it. And this right here is, basically it'll put you into where you're even on the sides as far as 0, 0. So however big you want your image, you can pull it and stretch it however big you want. Most of the time with this image, if I'm doing a t-shirt, I usually do 10 by 8, unless it's a bigger or smaller shirt. But usually for just basic shirt, I'll do, the 10 by 8. So, and then you can drag it wherever you want. You can just line it up with the image up here as 10, so then you know that you're at the 10 mark, to where if you add like words or other images to this image, you can layer and layer and layer like different sayings and different images, all around this. And then when you're done is what's good, because you get it all placed where you want. You can build your images and layers wherever you want on this map, but when you're ready to cut it and you come up here and you press cut, it'll automatically put it down here to the lower end of the screen. This is basically the front of the machine is telling you the vinyl is going to come this way and it's going to start to cut here. It automatically kind of just narrows it all down over there to where you use the least amount of materials possible, which is really good. And we'll cancel this. And while we're here, another point to make is, depending on where you're going to put this sticker or decal, if you're going to put it on the outside of the window, you're fine just the way it is. You just kind of cut it normally. But if it's somebody that wants the image on the inside of the window or inside of wherever they're at, is what you need to do is reverse the image. See how everything changed there? You reverse the image to where when they put it on the inside of the window, it'll look right on the outside. So if you don't remember that and they put it on the inside, they're going to say, hey, you made my sticker backwards. It's like, no, it was supposed to go on the outside, not the inside. So you just got to make sure that, when you're making your sticker, you know where it's going to go, and your customer tells you kind of what's going on. And I say customer because that's usually who you make stickers for. It's just a hobby that I do on my off time. I love to make stickers and things like that and t-shirts, and these are just kind of the things that I like to share with people. So we'll get, and is there any other points? All right, now that we have this image, and I'm not going to reverse it because I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. I just kind of wanted to show you, that you can move this image around. This isn't the one that we're going to use in this video. And so we'll cut this, get it out of here. And then I've already have it stored up in the program or in the files of how I want. I'll show you right here how it's all built up. Everything's all ready to go. As soon as I click on this, it'll come up and it'll show exactly how it's going to cut. And the reason why I'm using this sticker, and this is an amazing channel, it's Island Life Fishing. They're a YouTube channel that does weekly fishing videos. They have a charter business and they take people out, and it's just an amazing channel. And they also do lives almost every night, and to promote people's channels and their own and that kind of thing. So they're just a really cool channel, and I'm making this sticker for them. And the reason why I like this sticker is because the font in the letters, there's the hook, of course, which is not a letter, which it's different. And then the different kinds of font in this sticker, or you know, what a decal, whatever you want to call it, because there's like wavy ones, there's skinny ones, thick ones. So it's just when I'm weeding the sticker out, and I'll show you that part here in a minute, it's kind of a good sticker to use for an example. So is what we're going to do is, now that I have all this going, you have your artwork all lined up, you know what you're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get the cutter hooked up to the computer, and we'll get the camera set up over there, and we'll get this video going. All right, everybody, here we are at the machine. I just kind of wanted to, let me just reset everything. I just kind of wanted to go over it. All these machines are going to have different functions, or not different functions really, but the same functions, but probably differently. But the basic thing, when you get these machines, there's going to be it'll give you in the the instructions of like a base, as far as like regular vinyl, start here. And then for the setup, and as far as the speed and the, that's the same as far as the cut speed and the press. I think when I got this machine, they said like cut speed at 500 and the press at like 150 or something was like standard for vinyl. But all vinyl's different, and that's kind of why I wanted to go over this. Is not, well, not all vinyl's different. There's different thicknesses and there's different tackiness to the vinyl. So depending on what vinyl you use, you're going to need different settings. So those you're just going to have to kind of play around with as you go, and you learn. As the more stickers you make, the more you're going to learn. So on this one is what I want to go over, is just you can change these with the up and down arrows to go higher or lower, as far as, you know, whatever you want. But the vinyl that I used and the way that I set up this setting is the best for me. So you're just going to have to use, you know, get to your owner's manual, and they'll give you a base, and then you just kind of go from there. And the material that you get, you just kind of work with, and you know, you'll get the hang of how it all works. But I also wanted to show you this this is where the cutter part comes into play. This gets put into here, I'll show you. But there's like hopefully it'll zoom in, there's a little needle in there, and that thickness, a lot of people will say like the half the thickness of a credit card for regular vinyl. But you just kind of got to set the needle and kind of work with that, and as far as the up and down, to get it just right where the sticker will weed correctly. And I'll go over that here in a minute. Let me get this set up into the machine here. Let me back up the camera a little bit. It just goes right in here after you put the needle in there, after you set what your depth is. But on this machine, and I'm sure that most machines do, you know, you can get it as close as you can by, there's a bunch of different ways of going about it. Let me get closer. All right, now that we got the carriage in there, where our cutter is, and you kind of set your feet wherever you want. Make sure you have at least 2 feet on every project. If it's too wide, there's a 3rd foot over here that you could add. And you can change the pressure of those feet in the back. It's going to vary on every machine, so I'll just kind of leave that up to you to figure out. But on this machine is what the good part is, and I'll show you right here, there's a test button. And that test is what it does. It'll cut a square and a star inside of it to where you can check your depthness. So I'll go ahead and do that. I just put a piece of scrap material of the same kind that I'm going to use. It's the same thickness and everything. So then if it cuts this properly, then I'll know that my cuts are going to be good. So we'll just test it. Bang, that's it. And as far as it goes, we can just grab this real quick. I'll do it right here for you. Now that we're right here, here's the star. It shows it up here. Hopefully you can see it real good. Just kind of grab the corner of it right here where the square is, where it cuts. And if you can pull off this outer part, and the star stays inside, then you're cut properly. If you're too deep, it'll cut the whole back paper, and it's not good. And if you're not deep enough, then this sticker will peel. So at this setting, we're good, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how we're going to cut these stickers, and show you that process, and we'll get to weeding them. All right, here we go. All right, here we are at the machine. I got my roll of black vinyl here. I'm going to go ahead and there's some feet here in the back. You kind of hold your roll. Most machines, if they should have a folder for your vinyl, and just kind of feed it through like this here. Hopefully you can see it. You just kind of line it up where you want. Make sure it's going to be square. And like I said, there's a 3rd foot here, and there's 2 different rollers on my machine right here. Hopefully you can see that. So make sure not to get the foot in the middle, because then it won't roll correctly. So that foot's here at the end, and I'll move this foot over to where it's more in the middle. Set your feet down and everything going. So now we'll get close up on the needle, and so you can watch the whole cut process. All right, everybody, here we are at the vinyl. I have it laid out. Just gonna kind of go over how I go about cutting this. I have one of these old mats from like a Cricut or something like that that you can cut on, and you can just put anything under there just so you don't, you know, cut through onto your table. But I just use one of these, and I'm actually not even sure it's like an angle bracket or a square or something like that. I'm not sure what they're called, but just to be fun. Anybody who does know the proper name for this and knows exactly what it's called, timestamp, put the time into the comments of when I ask this question, put that time and the actual correct name of this, and the first person that does that, I'll give you one of my channel stickers, or I'll send you one. That'll be fun. So just kind of find out where your last sticker is to where you're not cutting into one, and you can line up this right here with your vinyl, and then you know when you cut down, everything will be square, to where when you cut your next project, then you know that your vinyl's all ready to go. I have the black one. I'll cut it real quick too. Just gotta lay it out. Remove the white one from underneath. And just trim off that little section there. The black's a little easier to see where the design is. Some colors are harder to work with than others. I don't know how it's showing up in the camera. Do that, pull it off, you know everything's straight. So remember, when I first asked the question of what this is, if you put the timestamp of when I asked that question and the correct name of this, I will send you a channel sticker in the mail. Alright, so now that we got these cut out, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to weed out all the sections that we don't need, so I'll do that here in a second. I'll get set up. Alright everybody, this is the black sheet, and is what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this first section off, and it should leave all these squares. Now you know that was satisfying. And then we'll leave that just like this, and I'll do the white one the same way. Get it started here on the corner. All right, everybody, here we are at the sticker, and it's really depends on you, on how you want to go about doing some of this. Let me zoom in on one of these, see if I can get a better view. Okay. Because what I do is I kind of try to leave the sticker as much as I can together and try to get out the pieces that that I know are going to be like the centers of things. Like you can't do the dot, but I can do the inside of the D. And there's pieces inside the A. See, he's kind of weed out all the little tiny pieces. I like to do this only because I hate to weed all the way around the other bigger parts of the sticker. And then when it comes to the finer stuff, if you do make a mistake, you put all that work in, you know, and you got to redo the sticker anyway. So I try to do all the harder parts, I guess, first. All the little fine detail and stuff like that, get all those out of there, and then you can peel the rest of the sticker all at once. I think that's all of it. So now all I have to do is just take this right here, and if it's cut properly, oops, see how the eye didn't stay, or the dot in the eye? Oh, it stayed that time. So you just got to roll it back. If you roll it back, and then you can kind of take your scraper and kind of hit it down to make sure it stays, but just kind of watch your letters as you go. And then bang, the entire sticker's peeled. That's it. I'll weed another one of these right here real quick, and then I'll finish weeding these ones, the white ones. We'll time lapse some of that, and I'll get to the tape transfer part of the sticker. So we'll do one more of these. And I like to use a really sharp razor blade, or X-Acto knife, I guess they're called. And maybe like with just barely the tip just broke off of it, and then it gives you like perfect where it doesn't stab through too much or anything. Or they have these hooks you can use too, and you just kind of hook your letter out of there. And it's not very sharp neither, so it doesn't go through. So it just depends on which tool you like. You could get a little ice pick, anything with a point, you know, that you're comfortable with working with. And that's all it takes. Hard in here. And this process is called weeding. The little part of the hook. Part of the S. The other little tiny part of the S. See, I like the razor blade. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that or not. It's to where if there's a tiny piece and you get it, I just kind of stab the little piece to where it holds it on there. And then I just peel it off. Alright, I think that's everything, all the other pieces. Let's see if it stays. Yep. And I wouldn't do this too fast, because if you do it too fast and something comes up and you get it stuck to something else, that sticker's no good. So you don't want to do it too fast. You just kind of want to, you know, you want it to just be really nice and to where you make sure that everything stays down. Just double check everything, and bang. I'm going to go ahead and continue these stickers. I'll get them to this far, and bang, I'll show you the way. We'll time lapse that. All right, everybody, now that you basically got it all done, a really good way that I found out to just kind of go over your work is with a flashlight. If you put a flashlight underneath it, it'll show like the little outline of the cutout of anything that you missed. So if you have a project that's got a lot of detail, this is a really good way. You can just hold it up to a light, or, you know, whatever source of light you have, it'll help you a bunch. All right, I think we're all good with these, and now I'll do the white stickers, and we'll get them going. All right, everybody, here's the white sheet, so we're going to go ahead and weed it, but we're going to do a little trickery this time, so we can go ahead and get it done a little faster. So here we go. Bang, got all the little pieces weeded out. Now I just got to take off the squares, and we're ready to go. So here we go again. Bang, got them all done. So everything's all weeded out. I forgot a couple little pieces, but I got them worked out, and I ran the light under it, and I think we're all good as far as all the pieces. So we're going to go to the next part of the sticker, and that's taping over the top of this to where you can make the transfer for the decal or sticker. So we'll get to the table and we'll get to that. All right, everybody, here we are back at the stickers. Bang. This is the masking tape that they use for stickers. There's all kinds of different sizes, and there's see-through ones. And this is basically how you transfer. You basically put this over the top of it. A lot of people will stretch this out and just go over the top, but I don't. And I'll show you the way that I do it here in a minute. And I just want to show you the different sizes and styles all the way down to little masking tape. It doesn't matter. This is clear. It's a lot easier to kind of pinpoint your work so you can see through it. But we'll get this tape laid out and I'll show you how I do it. All right, everybody, here we go. It's my fancy squeegee. And I put the tape upside down on the table. I just kind of roll it out to where it's just laying flat to where there's no bubbles. And then this sheet works out perfectly. I can just set it right on here and bang. And if you try to put it over the top, it traps too much air. So if you do it this way, you get no air bubbles. And then I like this too. You can just slide it over the edge of the table. Bang, cuts it right off like a champ. Make sure you get it good and squeegeed. And what I like to do is I like to run around the rim, cutting off this excess before I cut the stickers apart. And just a little stick on the table. All right, so then we just turn the sticker over and we're all ready to go. Make sure the squeegees are real good on both sides. And then, just like anything else, you just kind of cut the sticker apart. I'll get underneath there. Up here. Here. And this is just however you want to cut them. You could use the like I cut it before with the angle iron if you want. But basically you just want to get them all apart. Alright, move all these out of the way. And basically is what I do. I just kind of round them off. I don't like the just the sharp corner like that. If you round it, there's less chance for it to start peeling before the customer puts it on. So you just get it like that, give it one more, and bang, there we go. There's a vinyl sticker, and that's how they work. And here in a second I'll show you how to apply the sticker. All right, everybody, here's the sticker we got. This is the sticker we made today. And now that you have this scotch tape or whatever you want to call it, tape over the top of the sticker, the way that these are designed is as soon as that you peel the sticker, if it's done correctly, when you peel this apart, the sticker should stay on that tape and come off of this backing, because this backing is really slick. So the sticker isn't on here, comes off really easy because this isn't as slick. And then when you put the sticker's sticky enough, it sounds weird, sticky enough to stay there, and you're able to take off the tape. So you just kind of will get it wherever you want it. Right here. Let me focus up a little bit. All right, so you just kind of get it right where you want it. And with these stickers, you kind of only get one shot. Well, I call stickers. Once it sticks, you know, it's there. So you just use like a credit card or any kind of a scraper that won't like damage this. It'll just kind of run across it. Anything just hard, like a, you know, credit card, ID, something like that will work. Or if you got one of these little scrapers, it works pretty good. And then once you get it on there, all you have to do is just peel the tape off. And the sticker stays. So that's how you put on a vinyl decal / sticker. There's one other way, which I'll kind of show you, is you can grab some Windex or a little bit of soapy water or just anything that'll kind of make it slick. Water might not work, but it depends on how fast that you work. But I just got a little Windex in this bottle, so if I spray it a little bit and take off that backing, and a lot of guys will do this for like race cars and stuff like that. They'll use the soapy water, because once you get the sticker on there, see, you can put the sticker down and actually almost like lay it out and still be able to move it. Get a little more on there. So then you can kind of, you know, get the sticker. Once it's there, you can still move it, and you can get it exactly just level, depending on if it's a letter or whatnot. So you can just keep moving it and kind of get it where you want it. And then when you do, you just squeegee out all of that cleaner. And you should always like alcohol the surface too. Wipe down any surface that you're going to put this on. Use a little alcohol on a towel. Wipe the surface first to where it'll, you know that sticker's on there good. So, but with this method here, you just squeegee it a few times, and you're going to have to give it some time to dry. But what it does is doing it this way, it takes a little bit longer to be able to take the top part of the sticker off, but it allows you to move this sticker to where you don't have that one-time effect where you can get the sticker exactly where you want it. And then you know, once it's dry, you peel this off and the sticker stays there, and it's exactly where you want it. So if you have a sticker that's, you know, you got to put it, you know, precisely somewhere, maybe like alcohol in a bottle or water, a little bit of soapy water, a little Windex, maybe anything that'll allow you to slide it around, and then you can squeegee it back out and just give it a little bit of time to dry, and then you just peel that off. And, you know, to be able to be that precise, it's worth it to be able to let it dry. So that's how you do a vinyl sticker. That's how you make it. That's how you put it on. And, you know, this is the transfer part of the sticker. So hopefully this will help you guys. And, if you decide to make vinyl stickers, or if you want to get into this, the same machine that cuts the vinyl for the stickers, you can cut vinyl for t-shirts and hats and all kind of stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. All right, everybody. So everything that I used in this video, the cutter, the software, the vinyl, all that, I'll put links in the description down below. And if there's anything that you want to know, or if I didn't touch bases on, or if there's something that I said wrong or something, just you know, say down in the comments, and let's work together, and you know, we can all learn together. So it's so we can all help each other. It's just the way that I like doing things. And if you like these kind of videos, please like. If you like this channel, please subscribe to my channel. I usually do a lot of animal videos and then some how-to videos, and this is one of the how-to videos that I do. So hopefully you like it. You know, subscribe to my channel. There'll be more. So please, like I said, just give it a like, share if you want to share it with your friends, and subscribe. But until next time, take care and stay wild.